Mr. Leitchwick, this is your opportunity to let me know what you would like me to know regarding sentencing. You don't have to make a statement, but if you do want to make a statement, this is your opportunity, so go ahead.
First of all, the prosecution, they're relating the PSI report, which was badly written and exaggerated, full of misquotes. I didn't bring the report with my notes on it with me because I didn't think I would need it, but I was going to address that later upon appeal. But I must say that it is absolute libel and slander, and I've had to sit here and endure this. The court and the prosecution and the police here have strung the poor decedent's family along and played them, just as they have done me. And they have left the guilty parties out there. I believe there was more than one person involved, and one of them is on the run, having been called to testify here on a subpoena and is now in contempt of court. I wasn't able to bring that up, and many other facts up in court. The prosecution, Ms. Thompson, kept bringing up and accusing me of things that were not brought up in trial, that I did not have a chance to object to in trial. She's had a chance to use that to libel and slander me here now. At this time, I would like to give my summation to the court. Is that appropriate, Your Honor?
This is your opportunity to allocute, Mr. Leitchwick.
I address the court on this dark day for justice by declaring again my innocence in this matter. At no time have I ever killed anyone, nor did I have any part of the tragedy that befell the decedent, Mr. Maldonado. I did not know this man, nor did he know me. I do not know his family, nor do they know me. My forced trial in this matter was a travesty of justice. I reaffirm this. And I shall fight to clear my good name and overturn this unjust conviction as long as it takes, and to see that justice is served upon those who have wrought this immeasurable suffering upon myself and upon the relatives and loved ones of Mr. Maldonado as well. At this time, I have nothing more to say to this court.
All right, Mr. Leitchwick. Mr. Leitchwick, when the court imposes sentence, it must consider three primary factors: the seriousness of the offense, the need to protect the public, and your character. Sentencing should have the objectives of furthering your rehabilitative needs while also providing a deterrent effect so you don't do this again when others like you or similarly situated think twice before doing this, and to punish you for what you did do. Mr. Leitchwick, your protestations in this case are the fantasies and the ragings of a narcissist. That's what it comes down to. There was a mountain of evidence that was overwhelming that proved your guilt. And instead, you complained and complained and made it about you. This is the most serious offense that we have in our state. The legislature has determined that the appropriate punishment is life imprisonment and leaves it to the discretion of the trial court whether or not to make you eligible for release. The hiding a corpse count carries with it a 12.5-year sentence. It is also a serious crime. The need to protect the public is paramount in these cases. It goes without saying, anyone who believes they have the proper motivation and right to kill someone else in cold blood, as you did, and as the state said, probably execution style. The community needs ultimate protection from that person, and the only way the community can be protected is through confinement. Your character, Mr. Leitchwick, is aggravating in this case, and I say aggravating in the context of whether you have a more mitigated character or an aggravated character. It is aggravated. The stunts that you have pulled are the last-ditch efforts of someone who recognizes that their reckoning is coming. And today, Mr. Leitchwick, you are out of stunts, you are out of options, you are out of tricks, you are out of carnival acts. Today, your reckoning has come. And justice will be served on you today, Mr. Leitchwick. To Mr. Maldonado's family, I know that you come to court seeking justice. And in a homicide case, that justice can never be delivered. It's a bit of an empty concept. I hope that the conviction of Mr. Leichwick and the sentence of the court brings you some measure of closure. But I know that true justice is hard to achieve in a homicide case. Mr. Leichwick, when the court addresses all of these sentencing factors here, the court believes that this offense is in the most aggravated category in all respects. The evidence, and I agree with the state here, the evidence suggests that you had Mr. Maldonado tied to a chair, and that you shot him in the stomach, that you shot him in the face, that you dragged his body into the woods to be hidden from his family for months. So his family had no idea where he was. This isn't the most aggravated case. The need to protect the public is in the most aggravated category, and your character is in the most aggravated category. And therefore, balancing all of the sentencing factors here, it is the sentence of the court as to count 2 that you serve 12 and a half years in prison. That will be 7.5 years of initial confinement, 5 years of extended supervision. The court believes the maximum sentence on hiding a corpse is appropriate here because in the context of hiding a corpse, this is one of the most aggravated ways that crime can be committed. And given the context of the homicide, the court believes a maximum sentence on count 2 is appropriate. That sentence will run consecutive to any other sentence. As to count 1, first-degree intentional homicide, the court is sentencing you to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Mr. Leichwick, you will spend the rest of your life in prison. Count 1 is consecutive to any other sentence. The defendant is not eligible for any release programs. Conditions of extended supervision will be set by the Department of Corrections on the hiding a corpse count. Mr. Leichwick, you will be entitled to sentence credit. That will be 621 days of credit. The total financial obligations with the court costs in this case will be $1,036. That will be paid from prison wages as governed by Wisconsin statute. And we will set a restitution hearing date. Mr. Leichwick, I will advise you again that you are a convicted felon. You may not use or possess a firearm for the remainder of your life. If you do so, you could be charged with an offense that carries with it a long prison sentence and a fine. You may also not use or possess body armor, and you may not vote until your civil rights have been restored. You also have the right to appeal this case and the right to a lawyer if you are indigent. You have to file a notice with this court within 20 days if you want to appeal. Let's set a date for restitution.
Thursday, October 15 at 2 p.m.
That's fine for the state.
All right, that will be the date for restitution. Attorney Thompson, I request that you file those documents with the courts within the next week.
I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else from the state at this time?
No, thank you.
Mr. Leichwick, anything else?
I wish to file my appeal and direct and motion to seek post-conviction relief.
File your motion. We are adjourned.